Triple your TikTok growth with a fraction of the cost without blindly posting and praying for a miracle. I'm June, solo founder, building AI-powered SaaS like a Dread site and AI agency. I'm sharing my game-changing AI agent today that cracks TikTok algorithm, fetching top-performing content in your niche, and with the metrics, you can understand what resonates when your potential audience to your old scripts that sounds like you. Stick around to learn how it works 24/7 to skyrocket your content performance. If you're new here, you subscribe and check the newsletter link below, and let's dive in. So I've grown over 10K on Threads. I learned a lot how we can grow systematically and sustainably without burnout, and how you can boost your business through content. First thing first, I want you to understand the niche and how content works in any of social media. Inside the niche, we have creators and audience. Basically, creators generate content based on their expertise, passion, focus, obsession, and audience consists of people who are drawn to that specific interesting, and they are creating a targeted community. And the link between creators and audience is the interest. For example, their interest in AI, or they have common interest in Bitcoin or marketing. Creators will generate content about AI, and audience will consume the AI topic content. If you don't understand this one, you'll end up, I have too many topics from A to Z, and you randomly post all the different topics and you end up drawing nobody. The basic idea is you choose a single niche, and your entire content pipeline should be exclusively talking about the niche until you have a few thousand followers. Then you can expand to broader and more general content. Until then, your core focus should be one niche and earning the trust and credibility. By reverse engineering the algorithm, can I grow TikTok systematically? So the result is yes. I created this one a couple of weeks ago, and now I have pretty good growth, both on like video views, profile views, likes, comments, shares. So it's growing, and I only share the video once every other day. So I don't even put a lot of hours for TikTok. The next question is how I reverse engineer the algorithm of every social media platform. Basically, the step one was to understand the niche. People will respond to creators' content in a certain way. Once you understand what content your audience resonates and leave comments on, then all you need to do is to pattern matching of your content. Whenever you have a new content, try to apply the patterns that were working previously, like hooks, CTA, or body structure. I'm not saying copy and paste of other creators' content. I'm saying try to understand how you can give proper structures that your audience will stick to your content. And I want you to think it's all about pattern matching once you have the core message. With that, our N8N AI agent will do 4 different things. The first thing is we'll scrape viral content from TikTok in your niche and scrape all the performance metrics and save into Airtable. From there, you can ask multiple questions through Telegram, like what are the top performing content, which content had the most views. From there, you can actually repurpose them into your own topic or style. You are having endless content ideas, so you don't have to start from the scratch. Tools, I'm going to use N8N, Airtable, and Apify for scraping data. Let me explain a step-by-step how you can set up this agent. So this AI agent has multiple sub-workflows. Let me briefly explain. This first part, we're using Telegram as an interface, and based on either your passing text or your audio, the switch file is checking voice file ID. And if it has voice file, it goes to Whisper to transcribe audio and turn into text to feed into our AI agent. And I call it as a key. I added multiple tools for main workflows like fetching and researching competitors. And this one is researching by certain keywords. It goes through TikTok and try to find top content and competitors and save them into Airtable. And this one is trying to find the existing data from Airtable. And finally, this one is repurposing previously well-performing content scripts into your own style. And these are 4 basic operations of Airtable. Our core driver was ChatGPT, and I added simple memory to memorize our conversation. Once every operation is complete, we return back to Telegram. And that's the big blueprint. Let me walk you through the system prompt I used to route all the logic. And I said, you're an orchestrator that classifies user queries and routes to the right tool, because we have 4 main tools and other Airtable operations connected. And we have base social media hub, and we have table of TikTok competitors' performance and TikTok repurpose. And I asked to use Think tool to make sure you take the right steps for each user query. And intent is when user says, could you find top competitors in blank niche? And I want you to use content research, fetch user content from user ID. This one, I wanted to fetch from the existing records in Airtable. Repurpose, I wanted to call repurpose content tool to restyle the previous scripts into my own style and tone. And fetch competitor content, manually trigger the fetching part. So like this way, our AI agent will understand the user query and try to route to the correct self-workflow. I asked our AI agent to fetch top posts with beauty keyword. And essentially, it goes to your execution part. It processes user queries and it calls this tool competitor fetch. And this fetch is actually going to Apify and fetch top content with beauty keyword and save into our database with competitor information. So if I show you in our Airtable, we have TikTok competitors, like 20 competitors and 30 content with beauty. And we can confirm like this one. This person has 1.2 million and she said beauty influencer. Here, look at this. Beauty 60, she's all about beauty, her content. So we can confirm the competitors being fetched properly. And in the performance section, we can sort based on our certain criteria. I sorted now in descending order with views. From here, you can already see the web video URL. You can see top content and see why this works or is relevant to what you're trying to achieve. How this happens in our system, let me show you our self-workflow, fetch TikTok and save them. Once it was executed with keyword, this workflow is triggered. And what it does is, with Apify, here, with some bodies like niche being passed and video count, I set it to 30 by default. That is why we had 30 records in our Airtable, but depending on your needs, you can increase the video count for each fetch. And what it does is store the run ID, goes through the loop, waiting the process is being completed. And once it's being completed, it retrieves all the data items from Apify. And once we have the data, we run through each one and create competitor and then save content with the proper link. Here, if you can see, we have TikTok competitors link. If I go click this one, we can see this person. So far, I've showed you how we set up our master AI agents and how we can fetch new competitors and content based on our keywords. And I gave beauty, and we had 20 competitors and 30 content with metrics. And if you're familiar with Airtable, you can go to performance table and you can sort. I already sorted, and you can add filters, and you can check more content for virality, and you can watch them and try to find patterns. But this is not that user-friendly if you're not technical. That's where the Telegram comes into play. For time-saving sake, I already ran a few commands, and I will show you how this works. Once we finished the fetching part, I ask list all the competitors. So it shows me top 10 competitors with profile URLs. So from here, it's like having real conversation with the strategist that has access to entire data. Here we have this one, we watch this person, and we haven't watched this person. If we go to this person, I believe she's talking a lot beauty content. And I ask, what I did is, okay, I want to dig deep into this profile. So I ask, like, can you show me content of this person? And our agent, give me a second, I found content for this person. Would you like the top post, full list of fetch post, analysis performance? It even show me the options that I can choose. And I chose show me only likes and views. And here, after a few seconds, it showed me one video with the views and likes. So she had 87K. So this one is the big one. And if we see this one, I have no idea why. But anyway, this went viral. And I asked if I want to have all columns. It shows views, likes, shares, comments, hashtag. So we can even see the hashtags she used. Beauty talk, beautiful, 1 million something, girls. So if I'm a beauty influencer, I will make sure I put some of these hashtags. What I want to do is once we have found a content that we like to repurpose, all I need to do is I want to repurpose this content into my script, and we need to wait a bit. So after a bit, this shows me the repurpose script. But unfortunately, I couldn't understand this one. And as I showed you, that video had almost no talking points and showing only visuals. It wasn't great for repurposing. So I tried to find another video. This went viral. 1 million likes and over 3,000 comments. So if we see this, she talks for 2 minutes. So I thought this one is perfect example when you try to repurpose the scripts. And many times the scripts matter a lot, even with the visuals, the way you talk, the way you start the video, how you end it, how you carry the conversation is really important for TikTok. And here it successfully repurpose it. And if I showed you here in the repurpose table, original script is here and the new script is like this. You can start from this one, tweak a little bit more to match your tone and style, and you can create another video. A lot easier, right? You can even see repurpose script in Telegram too. How you can repurpose this one and this workflow, I want to explain a bit here. Beginning part is very similar. We tried to get a record for repurposing and we run Apify again. And once we have that video link, of course, I think this can be simplified a lot, but I just use this one as it's working. And here I get the download address. And from here, I can save the binary data, and I pass that binary data to Whisper to transcribe, and this transcribed text will be fed into our AI agent. Our AI agent, we get the script and create a repurpose script and save into TikTok repurpose table with original and new script columns. And if I show you system message, this is simple. Role, task instructions, and role is your a master at repurposing script for videos, making video scripts which are even more engaging, driving shares from viewers. So viewers will stick to your content throughout the video. And I didn't put the tone, but if you have specific tone, I'll do here, put try in fun and casual tone, or try professional tone, depending on your niche. So my niche is AI, and I always try to be professional and concise. So I would put that tone here. So once it run, it's saved or updated in Airtable. So this AI agent does all of that I mentioned for growing your social media. It scrapes content from TikTok in your niche, and you can filter and sort viral content. Once you understand what the audience resonates or responds to, you can repurpose some of their scripts to your own tone and style, so you don't have to start from the scratch. Before finishing this video, I want you to remember social media is all about niche hard and try to find the patterns that work in a specific platform, and you just need to structure well for your content. I hope this video helps you to understand more about content and how you can grow your TikTok account with this N8N AI agent. I will share this template in the description, so grab it if you want to try it, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. So stay tuned for the next video.